let's start the show.
Pay attention.
And now, Real Talk with Officer Keep It Real.
Keep it real.
Daryl Triplett is a real comedian who has also been a police officer for 23 years. In this mind-blowing reality show, Officer Triplett will talk about real-life issues and the pressing problems of our everyday reality in a serious but sometimes humorous way. He always has an interesting solution to all your problems. So gear up for a one-of-a-kind reality talk show, and let's keep it real.
Keep it real, homies.
Here's Daryl Triplett as Officer Keep It Real.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Officer Keep It Real Show. I'm your boy Daryl Triplett. I'm here with your girl Net B. If you say hola, I'm going to kill you.
Well, nothing.
I don't want to die. Konnichiwa. I want to finish it. Konnichiwa, bitch.
No.
Never mind, I ain't going to say it.
Hey guys, glad to be back.
I like those glasses.
Thank you.
Look like Mother Gretchen.
You know what? Girl, you look like they just won't let me be great. Futuristic.
Yeah. All right. Hold that thought. And I'm here with your boy Sergeant Peace. To my left, one. Oh, that.
Why y'all
he
gotta be so cool?
One. Look, you can be one. I'm ready to get down to business. I know that's right. We got a hot topic for y'all today. And with your girl Key Mac on the back. 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 Key Mac, sit it down. Key Mac, sit it down.
That's what geek means. But, of course, you don't know what geek means.
Oh, yeek!
Geek.
I've never heard of that.
Geek. Girl, geek.
No, I heard of dabbing. Wait a minute, I dabbed wrong. Yeah.
Oh,
I know how to dab. You know
you
that?
said dab. That's the high one. To the cornball.
Damn.
He don't know what geek.
Wow. People, we got a hot topic for you today. Got to go through a couple housekeeping rules here. First of all, welcome to another episode of the Housekeeping Real Show. We appreciate you tuning in every Friday at 4 o'clock. Every Friday at 4 o'clock, tune in with us. See your girl, Net B, Sergeant Peace, and Keep Mac on the back. We love you. We appreciate you tuning in to us, and we're going to keep on bringing you the good entertainment that we do. We're going to bring it to you raw and uncut. Sounds like a bad sexual experience. But whatever. We're going to bring it to you. We are. That's what the Housekeeping Real Show is all about. Ain't that right, Tavo?
Damn, raw.
Yes, sir. That's right. We got a couple of housekeeping rules here we got to go through real quick, and we're going to jump right into it. If you want to hit your girl Net B, hit her up at netb@officerkeepitreal.com. If you want to hit Sergeant Peace, hit him up at sergeantpeace@officerkeepitreal.com. If you want to hit Key Mac up, hit her up at KEEMAC@officerkeepitreal.com. Second thing, we are entering into a little contest here. Get a chance to win some tickets to the Officer Keep It Real Show, and get a chance to meet our guests. Get a chance to meet me, get a chance to meet Net B, Sergeant Peace, and Key Mac on the back. We'd love to get a chance to meet you, love for you to come out. Also, again, we are working on a very, very special guest that is coming to the show. We can't tell you right now because we ain't solidified the deal yet. Hopefully we will. But we are working on a very special guest to come to the show. Folks, it's happened again. I don't know what to say, but this time I have to. I mean, it's happened again in Oklahoma. A police officer, Betty Shelby, has shot an unarmed black man again. I mean, I done lost count how many times this has happened.
I guess we can probably just go back on previous shows
and just see
how many times we done had to speak on the same subject.
And you know, the
thing, water is consistent.
The thing is that I don't know. I don't want to say that these officers are just so petrified of black people that the first sign of confrontation, they're just shooting and killing them. I mean, but you know, as a cop, I can tell you, we train long and hard. Couple key principles. The first thing you do is you never put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to pull that trigger. We train on that. That's relentless. We train on that. You know, Be careful of your target and beyond. You know, these are some of the key principal things. You know, you're looking for weapons on high tense situations like that. I've never heard of anybody just shooting someone unarmed. It's unbelievable, people. It's unbelievable. I've never seen that in 25 years. The good news is that the Oklahoma police chief has charged this officer with manslaughter.
I wouldn't say good news.
Well, I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying. It's good news that at least they're taking some type of approach by it instead of let's sit back and see what the investigation is and all this other stuff. No, that's bullcrap. You shoot someone unarmed, your ass needs to be going to jail. Period, point blank. And it really needs to be with no damn bond.
Right, that's what I said. It's better news because it's better than what normally happens, but yeah, she needs to be convicted.
So the prosecutors have charged a white Oklahoma police officer, Betty Shelby, with first-degree manslaughter Thursday, less than a week after she killed an unarmed black man, Terence Crutcher, on a city street, and just days after the police released graphic videos sayings in court documents and officers reacted unreasonably, which is true.
Wow.
I mean, again, here we are. If you've seen the video, it is shot from a bird's eye view from a chopper view. And I heard that the chopper pilot was her husband.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you didn't help her out any, but I'm glad he did it, and I'm glad that at least the department is being transparent in this, releasing the footage. But here's the thing: is what the community can't stand for is a cover-up. And what that police chief did, he did say, I'll give credit where credit is due, even though it's a messed up, very messed up situation. It is happening over and over again. I don't know what it's going to take for these white officers to quit looking at us as some type of damn predator that they got to kill. You see a black man and it registers in your mind, you got to kill. I don't know. It's just the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. So the police chief says, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, he didn't have a gun. When he said that, it knocked me back off my feet because I was like, well, I'm used to the old song and dance of, we got to wait and see what the outcome of the investigation is and we can't comment this or that.
Let me tell you why that's so bittersweet to me. Even though she needs to be convicted, hands down. But to me, it's still a little sexist going on because how many times have white officers shot unarmed black guys? I mean, and they just get a slap on the back.
Yeah.
The minute a white woman shoots a black guy, then she's going to be charged. And she needs to be convicted. But why all of a sudden now, and she's a woman. Yeah, I kind of felt like even though justice is
supposed to be being served.
Right, it's still like, okay, that's a little weird.
Well, I think that I don't know how many times this police department has shot unarmed black men versus whether it's usually probably all white males that we know of throughout the world that's been doing this. But it is a little skeptical, it is a little suspect that the first female officer that does this, she gets charged. And the white male officers you're administratively suspended and go home and have some popcorn and watch it on the news.
Right.
And yet we have a dead person here. We have a dead man here. So it's crazy.
Well, we know that traditionally, police department, just like the military, fire department, has always been the boys' club. So just like it has been with officers and soldiers and firefighters of different ethnic backgrounds, there's always a double standard. And just like with women, there's always a double standard. That goes right to Hillary Clinton. They're making a big deal about everything she's doing. I think part of what's getting the male whites dandruff up in this election, if I just kind of parallel here, is the fact she's doing the same thing they're doing and getting away with it, but it's just that she's a female. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a double standard. So that's what it is here. It's, hey, she's expendable. She's a female officer.
Right.
So that's
Yeah. But when good old Bobby and Tommy and Billy do it,
right. It's the boys' club.
it's the boys' club.
Yeah.
That's the reason why people are tearing over cars right now and trying to run cops down right now and all this other craziness going over. See, it's real simple. If you just treat people right, you won't have this problem.
Well, it goes back to the hero thing too. Like, she gets on the radio. I need help. 100 officers show up. Everybody's got their cape out. You see what I'm saying? Come to save the day. And then they get there, and she gets caught up in this thing that now all of a sudden she got to be as macho as them. So the male officer's like, okay, it ain't that serious. Let me fire the taser. Nope, she got to show him that she ain't scared. Now everybody's there now, so let me get my, I ain't no punk. So she pull her gun out and shoot. Well, number one, once you call for backup and they get there and they got those taser out.
Right. And they clearly show this guy with his hands up in the air. He's walking back to the car. Yeah. And when he did get back to the car, he did put his hands down. He was fumbling around with the car, doing something. But still, that does not give you the right to shoot someone.
Here's what's also in question.
You can shoot someone for going in their car now.
Here's also what's in question. And I've watched the video a couple times. The initial report came out that he was reaching into the car. The family disputes that, and the lawyer, they blew up the picture, a still, and the driver's side window apparently is up.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So you're saying he's reaching into the car, but clearly the window was up. Now they had already approached the car, so they knew that the window was up.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's behind the car, was he got like a magic button on his? It's always spin.
Yeah,
Every time something
you
happens.
got the helicopter.
Yeah.
It's taking
Right.
I mean, the helicopter's right there. This is from the police helicopter.
And another thing too that you have to look at it. Listen to the sense of urgency in the voice. A lot of times, don't look at what's going on the video. Close your eyes and listen. The helicopter guys, they don't sound like they. It ain't urgent. He's almost joking. If you laugh like,
She sounded like,
right.
you know.
No. If you listen to the original audio, he was like, yeah. Looks like it's taser time. Yeah,
right.
He's
Like
not
a big
stopping.
guy, too.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's a big guy too. Yeah, he's gonna taser him. Yeah, well, you'll listen now. I mean, it was almost like a.
Well, but in defense of that officer, that's in the chopper, he didn't know that she shot him. When he hit the ground, he said, "Whoop!" He's down. She tasered, or someone tasered him.
Right.
So he was still under the impression that he was tasered until she got on the air and said,
"That's my
shots
point.
fired."
That's my point. It wasn't a situation like, "Oh, he's reaching his pocket. Oh, he got a gun."
Right.
He's basically, and even in the chopper's like, yeah, they tased him. Routine. That was
Routine.
almost his
Even the
attitude.
chopper guy didn't think that he deserved to be shot because clearly he's joking around with it and saying, yeah, they tased him. But here's the more even egregious part to me. The first one is, of course, she done shot an unarmed man for basically opening a damn door. You're an idiot. You deserve to be in jail, and I hope you rot there. It's a disgrace to everybody who really puts on the badge, man. It's a freaking disgrace. The second thing is, you done shot this guy for no damn reason at all. Even if he wasn't compliant. Who gives a damn? You can't shoot someone for not complying with you. Where does it say in the law you can shoot someone for not complying? Well, I told him to stop. Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
Well, she told him to stop. So? You can shoot someone for that now? Come on, it's ridiculous. The second thing is, after the man is shot, no one does CPR.
Right.
No one's calling the medic. No one's doing anything like that.
They're asking, hey, did anybody? If you haven't, matter of fact, I think the chopper's like, if you haven't already, can you go ahead and roll the medic? Like, isn't that kind of protocol?
First off, you're supposed to render aid.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy is in your mind, in that officer's mind, The guy's a bad guy. You thought he was trying to kill you. Whatever concocted BS she's thinking in her mind. Now he's down. You can clearly see he's not a threat now. You've got to render aid. Nobody rendered aid to this man. All of them ought to be charged.
Standing around watching.
All of them ought to be charged and fired. That's just where I'm at with it. Because see, the thing is that I'm not going to say that would have saved the man's life, because the damage had already been done, but we still have a duty to serve and protect too. And it don't say just because you think this guy's a bad guy, once you shoot him, you got to be down. Once that scene is safe, you've got to render aid.
2015. Stacy and Bunsey. This is for those of you that want to argue the point of, what's the big deal?
Try to pull that up,
Stacy
Matt,
and
if you can.
Bunsey. That's Bunsey for our viewers and our listeners. 2015 in Sand Spring, that's Sand Spring, Oklahoma.
Go to YouTube, try to pull it.
She rammed the SUV into a police car. Only 2 shots were fired into the SUV. She then popped up out of the sunroof.
Oh, they did fire shots at the
SUV, yes. But then after she rammed the police officer, almost killed him, then they gave her commands, and magically tased her and took their time, didn't bust the windows out, made sure they unlocked the door, and took her into custody.
But they did shoot at the SUV.
I didn't know shots were fired. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they say Yep. Yeah. He fired. If you look at the video, you can see he fired at least one round at the oncoming SUV. But
What's her last name, Bunker?
Bunsey, Bunsey. But the point is, she survived. She lived.
Right.
I personally don't believe if that had been a black female.
Or a black male.
That would have went there.
Or a Spanish male. Or any type of minority. Is that white privilege, you think?
Absolutely. I mean, no doubt. They don't look at them like a threat.
Because they're still talking nice to her.
That's it.
They're still talking nice. Okay, make that big, please. Yes.
Yeah, that's the video right there.
As you can see in this video, she rams this officer.
They would have been having target practice.
Well, first off, I don't understand why this guy swings out in the middle of the street like that on her anyway. And as you can see, this car is coming right at this officer.
You see,
Yeah, he did shoot.
yeah, he just charged at
Yeah.
least once.
But that's too, let me tell you something. See, again, people, I ain't gonna say it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. You think 2 bullets, even if you strike the person where you want to hit them at, you think 2 bullets is gonna strike a damn 20,000 pound car moving at 55, 60 miles an hour. You think it's gonna stop that car? Come on. Be reasonable, man. Why are you even in her doggone way, first off? But whatever.
The official report said he fired 2 shots. One hit the front of the stolen vehicle, and the other the front windshield.
Oh, she pops out the car. As you can see there, she pops out the car, and they tase her.
After they talked to her.
After they talk to her. Now, come on, Becky. Quit playing around. Come on now.
They did a good hair hanging. She all right.
You know. So people, this is the stuff that drives people crazy.
Absolutely.
This is the stuff that drives people crazy. We're going to take our first break here, and then we're going to be right back on the Housekeeping Real Show. Stay tuned. Thank you for listening. I'm your boy, Daryl Triplett. Stay tuned for just a second. We're going to be right back after these station identifications. Peace. America, this is your boy, comedian Daryl Triplett, as Officer Keep It Real. And you want to know what pisses me off? Is when people don't keep it real.
I know that's the truth. And I'm your girl, Nat B, the co-host of Officer Keep It Real. Make sure you tune in every Friday from 4 to 5 because we keep
Keep it real. Peace. Here we go. Everybody, welcome back to the Housekeeping Real Show. I'm your boy Daryl Triplett here with the girl Nat B, Sergeant Peace, Key Mac on the back. We are talking about the prosecutors who's charged Oklahoma police officer in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with the shooting of an unarmed black man, Terence Crutcher, right? On the city streets a couple days ago, and you could clearly see we have a bird's eye view from the chopper. Key-Mac, if you could pull that up also, please. The bird's eye view from the chopper that they got on the Terence Crutcher also. And you can clearly see he's with his hands extended all the way up in the air till he gets back to his car. And whether you thought he had a gun in the car or not is totally irrelevant. Stop it. This is for my naysayers out there. If you ain't carried a badge for 25 years, then shut the hell up. This is for all the naysayers. All right? You can't shoot nobody because you think they got a gun in the damn car.
No, you can shoot them because they're black, obviously.
You can shoot them because they're black, though. It don't make no sense.
Listen, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But there is a video that's surfacing the web, and it's so funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. And it's a picture of this black lady.
Oh my God! Yes, I've seen that.
She's painting her body white.
Have you seen
and
that?
you know,
Yeah,
it's so crazy. She's painting her whole body white with paint. Saying,
Yeah.
if you want to, if y'all if y'all want to survive, cover up. She said everybody need to walk around looking like Ronald McDonald. And it's sad though.
Well, it's scary, man. We can't be looking like no
It's sad,
clown.
but she was just, I mean, it was, the video was funny, but the message behind it was heartbreaking. Because it's so
She
true.
did. She was naked. She was butthole naked, and she painted her body with white paint. She went to Home Depot and bought some white paint and painted her body all white, literally. And she's narrating and saying that if you don't want to be shot and killed by the police, then I'm gonna get all this off me. I'm getting all this off me. And she's painting her breast. She paints around her breast. She paints her butt. Everything. She paints the whole thing.
What made it funny? And after she's painting her whole body, she naked. She opened her legs up and she was like, "Oh, there's still some nigga in there." I know she did.
And then she says, "What was her son's name?"
I forget, but she
She
said she gonna pay him
when he
too.
get home, I'm gonna pay him too. But it's sad that, but that is.
That's what it's coming.
And the thing is, y'all, is let's be honest here. This is the thing. Is that I've got a lot of white friends who are just as disgusted as this and is looking for a reason and to try to find some type of sanity in this crap. And it is just there's no sanity to this. There's no sanity to this. I mean, I don't know what you say. If Sergeant Peace go out here and shoot an unarmed anybody, let me tell you something. If Sergeant Peace shot someone that was armed with an AK-47 assault rifle, fully loaded to the hilt, with 10 grenades strapped to his ass, they still locking his ass up.
You right about that?
I agree.
Well, even in the Army, we got rules of engagement. We have, you damn near have to go down an entire 15-point checklist before you can fire your weapon. In the Army, in the combat zone. But out here, is he black? Good enough.
That means he got a target on him.
Good enough.
Then he got a target on him.
There's going to be people that's upset.
I don't care
outraged.
at this point. I don't care.
Listen, my thing is, if you at this point aren't asking any questions,
right?
If at this point nothing seems out of place to you,
you're a freaking idiot.
Nothing seems out of place to you. You are in denial.
No, you're an idiot and you're a racist.
Really, I mean,
I don't know what to say.
Listen, look, as a black man, if every time I turn the news on, the police riding around shooting white women, after number 5, I'd be like,
what the hell?
What the hell? Like, maybe it ain't good being a white woman these days. You know what I mean? But I mean, really, because as a concerned citizen, I would be like, what the hell is going on? But even more so, they would be standing down at City Hall, ready to damn drag Kasim Reed out. You know what I'm saying? And burn his ass at the square.
Well, the thing is that I have to commend again Tulsa, Oklahoma police chief because he did his job. He did his job. It's a horrible situation. The officer was dead wrong, but the man stood there on national TV and he said, I'm going to tell you guys right now, there was no gun involved. We can cut all.
but you
We can
know-
cut to the chase.
Excuse me for being cynical, but sometimes, every time I see that now where these police chiefs are like that, I'm like this with you a couple shows ago. I'm cynical. I'm cynical now because now, would you have done that before all this hell was being raised?
Absolutely not.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But now it's almost as if like,
Absolutely
let
not.
me just get ahead of this story.
That's right.
You know, she was wrong, throw it to the wolves. Hey, let me get ahead of this. Would you have been so proactive?
Or if it was one of the good old boys.
or whatever. So we got to get on their level. Like we already on their level, but you got to show it. When you get mad, like this a time like you just have to
We're just emotional.
I
Yeah,
agree
exactly.
with you, Key-Mac. I do agree with you on that.
I mean, you
Um,
really have to take a deep breath, and it do make you want to go kill somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Outside, but if you looking at the protest, you see white people out there protesting too. Everybody is not with what's going on. Like,
And that's true. And that's the
so
reason
what
why
I'm saying,
I
like, we got to be smart because they out there taking people on the expressway. Like it's people that don't even got nothing to do with this and against it, just like
Right.
they are.
Right.
Why
Now
they
that
getting
is just
attacked?
ridiculous. Right. I
And
agree with
thought
you.
ready
that
for this?
dude- I thought the person that killed the man in North Carolina, I thought he was a black officer.
I think I heard that too. I believe so.
Yeah, I thought he was a black officer.
We're talking about. So the question was, what can we do other than protest? Right?
Mhm.
Black economic power. You ready for this?
Mhm.
Should we take notes?
I know, right? Call my accountant.
With a buying power of $1 trillion annually. All right, we're only 13% of the U.S. population, but we're $1 trillion annually. If African Americans were a country, they'd be the 16th largest country in the world.
How much was it again we spend?
With buying power of nearly $1 trillion annually.
That's
Listen-
all on weed, man.
Listen.
That's all on weed.
You want to know how we all we have to do is very simple. Stop spending. Go
That's a
to
good point.
Listen. People turn up our noses and we go, Let me explain something to you. When white people don't like something, they don't support it.
They bank accounts.
They hit you where it hurts.
Right in the wallet.
The most obvious point to that is the minute they don't agree with something you say or something you do, they take your endorsements.
Right. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
We don't own a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of.
Exactly
So
the
we're-
point.
Right.
So if you stop spending your money in their establishments and take some of that $1 trillion and open up your own, then yes, you'll get their attention.
Well, I think I think realistically, looking at
That's
that,
not realistic.
I don't think, well, you're looking at $1 trillion maybe over a year. But if we were to put a stamp on this of today's date and say, okay, for now on next year this time we'll have $1 trillion and we're going to start businesses, or as we're going along we're going to start businesses. The problem with that realistically is we can't pay rent, child support, nothing like that. We can't walk across the street without getting shot by the damn police. How the hell are we going to stop going to Kroger's with my damn WIC card or whatever? So I'm just saying that it sounds good in theory, but in practice, to realistically make that happen, that will take
Some self-discipline.
exactly
Okay, but you
self-discipline,
but-
time,
but
and
you-
stuff like
okay,
that.
But we say that as if that's impossible.
It's not impossible because there's plenty of black businesses out there. I mean,
They drive 2 more miles and take your ass there instead of going to Walmart.
but where's the closest black-owned supermarket that you know of? I'll wait.
Is Wayfield a black-owned store?
Fuck that. shit.
No.
Forget that, son.
I don't think so.
I'm not.
Grow
I'm not
your
from
food.
Atlanta. I'm not from
Grow
Atlanta.
it.
But see, you know what you're doing right there? No, hold on. No, stop. Since you wait, here's the whole point. How many black millionaires do we have? See, here's what we do. We shoot it
That's
down.
true.
Right.
Ain't nobody. But see, we ain't putting. We quick to condemn that.
Go down
But
there.
how about instead of that? How about light a fire under their asses to open up a black grocery store? You see what I'm saying? Because we'll go, well, ain't none. So that's our excuse. There ain't none. Well, I keep going to Walmart. No.
But the thing is that if it's none,
and then we've had black supermarkets,
and we don't patronize.
Right. So you're your own worst enemy.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, even if we can't, stop it. I mean, start somewhere. Start by not going to the malls every day, or not going to the mall every weekend, or stop buying weed, or stop. You know what I mean? Start somewhere.
Ooh, I thought you was about to say stop buying weed.
I don't buy weed. That's an herb. Honey. You can
always
that.
thank you.
But my thing is start. So even if you don't start in the grocery stores, start somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's always good to say, I would love to see that in practice. I would love to see more black businesses. I would love to see more black supermarkets.
Can I say something about black businesses?
Sure you can.
Y'all have got to lower them prices. Y'all got to cut
You need to cut it.
Your price is way too high. You need to cut it.
I'm not going to lie. I've tried that. But when Mean Lee Beauty Supply Store, her hair braiding weave is 99 cents. And I go to the black, because we got a black one and a
yes, honey.
Chinese in our same plaza. And the black
you
people
can't
are
support
pack of hair braiding weave is $2.99.
It's because it's that slave mentality. Because we don't trust our own. We assume that Ching Kong Lee's is better, and it ain't the truth.
It's the same
It's the same
no,
stuff.
that ain't
But
what it is.
we assume that theirs is better. Because we have this inherent thing that we think that our people are trying to cheat us.
So
what happens? We go in that store and he gonna throw the double the price because you're gonna pay for you and two more girls that you know what I'm saying that they gonna show
what
up.
I think they do? I think they double the price because of the money they feel like they've lost. Because first of all, a lot of people don't shop at black stores. So your price is going to be higher because you already lost money.
That's what I'm saying. You paying for me and somebody else.
Right, but y'all need to cut it out because we would patronize the black community.
I just think a lot of in the hair business like that, the hair salon, hair shops, a lot of them, they just be trying to up their price. But one, we've been dealing with Mean Lee for so long, so we know what the really should cost and we know the quality of probably everything in that beauty supply store. Black people, when they open up their beauty supply store, they know the quality also.
Well, first,
so they gonna put their price on it for what they think the quality of the product is.
And I agree with you. But Mean Lee is probably paying $100 a month for that rent over there, and the black place is probably paying $1,500 a month.
That's not necessarily true.
Well, the black
I'm just saying.
The cheaper
That's
spot.
not necessarily true.
That's the case.
Mean Lee said, I paid $1.50.
Where your business
Meanwhile,
economics.
That's how you. Yeah, listen. I don't care. You cut somebody. They do it in professional athletes. You want to get their attention? Cut them checks.
Well, how about this here? What do you think about your boy Don King then?
What? Somebody don't get their boot.
Did y'all hear about that?
Don King is a boot.
Oh, you haven't seen the video? Oh my God.
Don King is a bootlicking, butt-kissing, handkerchief head ninja who will pander and step and fetch to anybody who thinks he's going to get him some air.
You try to keep his nappy hair to act like he got a black power.
He said, I'm not going to even say he set black people back 50 years. Don King set himself back 50 years.
What did he say? I didn't watch the video.
He was basically saying that every ninja is just going to be a regular ninja, and then then Donald Trump and all the rest of the dang clan in the background, which they had, I think, a black female and a black male back there also that was supporting Donald Trump, and he slipped up and used the N-word there, and Donald Trump and then was just. You tell him, nigga. Hey, sir. That's coming from your own.
Let me ask you a question, because the word Negro, ninja, is used kind of like, it's like we say brother and sister. So do you think that because if you say it in front of somebody who's white or racist, do you think it's inappropriate? If you say it anyway.
Well, I don't know, but we're going to have to take another station identification real quick, folks. We're going to answer these questions as soon as we come back. Y'all hang in there with us. We knocking this down, folks, on the Housekeeping Real Show. I'm your boy, Daryl Triplett. We'll be right back. America, this is your boy, comedian Daryl Triplett, is also Keep It Real. And you want to know what pisses me off? Is when people don't keep it real.
I know that's the truth. And I'm your girl, Nat B, the co-host of Keep It Real. Make sure you tune in every Friday from 4 to 5 because we keep
Keep it real. Keep. Here we go. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Housekeeping Real Show. I'm your boy Daryl Triplet with here Key Mac, Sergeant Peace, and Lord, Jesus, I'm all messed up.
I'm off
With NetB, Sergeant Peace, and Key Mac on the back. Okay, so we are into this whole shooting of the unarmed black man again. NetB posed a question. So go ahead, NetB, from the last break.
I gotta say it again.
Yeah, go
They
ahead.
weren't watching before? No, I'm just playing.
Wow.
So, okay, so the question I had, many times we use the word ninja. Like we say brother and sister, it's just our thing.
Mm-hmm.
So is it inappropriate to say it in front of someone who you think is racist or white people?
Is it inappropriate for a white person to say it?
No, for you to say it in front of someone white or someone racist.
I don't think so. Because my intent on saying the word ninja is not racist and coming from hate and fueled from the heart. So versus if someone's saying it, that's another race that is, feeling that way. They may have some type of ill feeling towards minorities or whatever. So I don't think it's wrong. And I say the word, I'm not going to lie, I say it in my stand-up. But the thing is I'm not saying it out of hate and venom and anger and wanting to kill.
So the reason why I asked is I didn't watch the video with Don King, so I'm trying to figure out what did he say besides ninja to make people, because he getting a lot of,
I'm sorry, the piece is going to pull
negative
so you can hear
publicity
it.
because of that. I didn't watch the video though.
Well, you should have been a little bit more prepared before you came on this damn show.
Well, that wasn't one of our
I don't want to watch the video because his hair is so nasty.
His hair is so
I knew
messed
he
up.
was
I'm like, what grown? I don't know.
Exactly.
But you know what? It's too bad.
His
Okay,
my head hurt.
so the next topic here. Police in Charlotte, North Carolina. Bailey shoots a 43-year-old Keith Lamont Scott after his wife, how you pronounce that? Rekenia Scott repeatedly told the officers not to shoot him. He had traumatic brain injury. He's not going to do anything. He's just on his meds. He just took his
Y'all did
meds.
that video? I watched that video.
So, weigh in.
My thing is, okay, initially watching the video, of course, it's screwed up. But the police department, the chief of police later said that he had a weapon. Mm-hmm. Now, we didn't see any weapons in the video. She did cut the video. I wish she could have kept recording. But I don't know, because I did hear her say, don't do it, don't do it, telling her husband not to do it. So I'm like, what is she telling him not to do? Not to get out the car, what? But she was like, don't do it, don't do it. So I'm like,
So you're thinking that, right? You're thinking that maybe there may have been a little bit more to it.
Right. So I'm like,
Yeah, because I can really make no.
They asked her
for that.
what she, I guess after she released the video,
mm-hmm.
they asked her when a reporter what she meant by that. Don't do it, don't do it. And she said she was simply telling him not to open the car door.
But before that, she told him to open the door, I think, because she didn't want them to bust the windows.
Right.
Then I guess after they surrounded the car, she was like trying to tell him to stay in the car. Then she said, don't do it, like he was wanting to resist. And I guess she was telling him that.
I don't know.
I mean,
but did then it said the black cop shot him, or did the white cop shot him?
I know the white cop shot him.
Okay.
The white
so
cop.
a white cop did shoot him?
From what I seen from the video, the white cop clearly shot him. The white cop clearly shot
That's
him.
why I said I can't really speak too much on that.
So that was just that's one of those to where we're just gonna see how that plays out. Anything else in television drama series today?
No, because
it
here's
just
the
relates to
thing,
what's
some
going
of
on.
the things that's being shown on television has a lot of truth to it, but
No
you said
side
it
of
yourself and not me.
I think people be watching too much damn TV.
But you said it yourself.
Well, that's from the
that
beginning
art
of time.
imitates life.
Right.
No,
I mean,
But speaking of TV, you do have a lot of stars that's starting to stand up. Kevin Hart, for one.
Well,
spoke
good.
out. He did a live video. You got a lot of football players that's kneeling when they playing the national anthem. When they doing the national anthem.
So Kim, let me real quick on that. You mad at Colin Kaepernick for kneeling during the national anthem?
That's crazy.
But the President of the United States gives a pre-videoed speech on 9/11 and you boo him. Not,
But that's okay.
but you'll find no. But you find, look, you take pride in booing the President of the United States, but on 9/11 though, on the anniversary of 9/11, but you mad at a football player for kneeling. It's like,
and he receiving death threats and everything.
nah, well, listen,
Whatever.
look, these
Well,
fake
he got a lot
ass
of
patriots
them.
kill me in this country. These,
Yeah.
hypocrisy. You just want to pick and choose what you want to be. Put down your lattes, all right? Park your Audis, you know what I'm saying? And hey, come on up out of Flowery Branch and out, you know what I'm saying? And
This is the real world.
Alpharetta, and
Now
get
you
down
even
here,
heard,
get down here and see what's really going on.
Right.
Jordan talking about he not gonna put out any more Jordans till Black People Unite. Jordan, boo, and bye.
You late.
No, he came back again with some more stuff because you got a team. Ain't you from North Carolina?
First off,
Yeah.
I don't think
He should've
that
been the
people
first
are
person
committing.
black down there
Hold on a
standing.
second. I don't think people are committing crimes because Jordan is coming out with a new damn sneaker.
I don't either,
I don't
but that's
think
what I'm
people
saying.
get right.
He came at us sideways.
I'm gonna stop putting out my Jordan.
They said your
Tell
Jordan
y'all learn how to get along.
Sorry.
Y'all gonna stop
You get a
making
pair of
me
Jordans for
rich.
$25.
Right.
Out the
Y'all
flea
gonna
market.
stop making me rich.
No,
if
and that
y'all
be
stand
at this
together.
point.
Like
Rich
I
Earth.
said, Jordan came at us sideways with that.
Until y'all stand together.
Okay, so y'all start acting like y'all got some sense.
I'm not gonna lower the price of these
First person
things.
in North Carolina down there trying to protest or
bye.
whatever. 'Cause
All right, on to next stuff. Donald Trump sang the song of worship. He read scriptures at a Jewish prayer service, I guess, on Saturday.
Honey,
Doing
I
a
need
visit.
you to stick to the.
Honey,
He was at a black church.
that's what I'm getting to.
you can't read sometimes.
Oh, well, it says here,
No, it's not.
down at Jewish prayers. Oh, okay. Saturday doing a visit to a predominantly black church in Detroit, where he called for civil rights agenda of our time and vowed to fix the wrongs that I guess many African Americans are facing. And he's there to listen to them. And Trump told the congregation he had the Great Faith Ministries International that I'm here today to learn.
Bogus, first of all. Even the statement, he was like, okay, what y'all got to lose? First of all, he's getting no play with the black community when it comes to votes. Of course, the Mexicans is not going to back him.
That's not what Omarosa said.
Child, bye. So we're going to, of course, he always referenced Detroit. Like, Detroit, the only state with problems because they might got a little going on there. But he's just going to these churches trying to get voters. He donated $100,000 to a church in Louisiana, and now he's supposed to be visiting Mexico, going to the Mexican palace.
Sick of that. My baby say Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, the thing is that what's even more sinister than Donald Trump is we sort of know him and how he is. He's a used car salesman. He's going to tell you whatever you want to hear, when you want to hear it to buy that car.
Right.
All right, this is the best. This car could fly. You want a car that could fly? This car right here is a new 2017 such and such that's going to fly you to wherever you want. He's a used car salesman, for God's sake. We know that about him. But, what I can't stand is the Great Faith Ministries International said they picked and choose which people to come to the Donald Trump's lectures.
Yeah, to the service. So some of the congregation members were locked out of the church, and they pick and chose how many people and what people can come in because he was there.
Because there was some of those black folks and white folks that wasn't having that.
Yeah.
That would have been my life.
I said now, when I seen it on YouTube, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I said, now how come all these doggone African Americans in here be sitting here clapping and applauding for him? After all the racist stuff he said.
Think about it. I've always said, first of all, the black community is very welcoming. And I always say we're not racist. We just don't like the people that don't like us. And a lot of times we still like you and you don't like us, and we try to, because we're emotional people. We will welcome Satan and think we could change him.
And
I'm serious.
We'll be like,
Yeah, we just feel, I mean, I'm not saying
Say the money
that we
crazy.
don't
Think I'm messing with
have,
him.
you know, we don't have that influence,
Mhm.
you know, because we are very strong people, you know, we are the at these of this earth, but at the same time, like, stop welcoming the devil into your house and stop selling your soul to the devil.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, did he say he gave them some money? He donated some money?
I think he
to,
got- well-
to Louisiana church. Now, to each his own. If you take donations, you take donations, but don't lock out the members who's been there since day
Because they're going
one.
to say something you don't want to hear.
Right.
Right, and like
Democracy in its finest.
right.
You know, we
Members
look.
who
I
pay
ain't
their
saying
tithes
they
every
come to the
Sunday,
church,
can't even come in the church.
Don't feed them. Don't bite the hand to feed
I
them.
just, I find it funny that every time we start talking about civil rights, we want to land on the black community. And the black folks sitting in this church listening to all this buffoonery while in the same mouth of this individual, he out here trying to violate other communities' civil rights. See, civil rights doesn't mean black. Look up the definition of civil rights. All right? Personal liberties that belong to an individual, all right, owing to his status as a citizen or resident of a particular country or a community. All right, individual. So everybody has. If you're gonna defend civil rights, you'll be a champion of civil rights.
Right.
That's one thing we can say about Dr. Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? That he spoke about every time you talk about Martin Luther King, the black people, the black people, the black people. White folks need to pick up a book, some of you, because he was a champion of poor people, and he didn't mean just black poor people. All right, he battled against unemployment. Right, and he was a champion of education. All right, for everybody. All right, so that's what a civil rights leader does. All right, this just ain't about us. You say civil rights, and we don't. Well, I'm gonna go to black folks, and all I gotta do is civil rights, and they'll vote for me. Study and show thyself approved.
Let me ask you this here. So, and then we're coming up on time. I don't knock the man for doing his job, running for president, even though I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I don't support him. I'll just leave it there at that. What gall does the black church have to, again, I'm sorry, but I gotta say the truth, to piss on you and tell you it's rain? That's what that just was to me.
Listen, you know that this is, once again, we talk about this every show. This is economics. The black church is not doing anything,
Nothing.
to help the black community. You can't ask for a jet and you got members catching the bus to your church. Wrong answer. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? You got folk, if you got 50,000 people in your church, right, you should at least be passing the trade 1 or 2 times to pay some damn light bills.
Something.
Don't get me fired up this morning.
Something.
Listen, I'm sick of it. I'm
Preach,
absolutely sick of
Sam.
it. We sitting here talking about, oh yeah, this pastor, that pastor, this pastor. Stop it. God ain't a hustle. Come on now.
So right about
Don't
that,
make me say
you
it.
gotta-
God
Listen,
just took us to church.
God is not a
Yes, he
hustle.
did.
You know, no, really. If you're going to do the work of God, if you're going to do the work of Jesus, and that's what you believe, all right, he was out here walking among the poor. When's the last time you seen Creflo Dollar punk ass out here down on low 5 points? Huh? When's the last time you seen Eddie Long punk ass, you know what I'm saying,
And
down
y'all
there?
say
You know
he's
what
a
I'm saying?
vegan and he's sick.
At the men's ministry, huh?
It's true though.
Maybe
No,
at
let's-
the little
no,
boys down
hey.
playhouse.
You understand what I'm saying?
You have to take care. Maybe
Do
you can
an evaluation of
Yeah.
do an evaluation of your church. All right, charity begins at home, right? So if you got some underprivileged individuals in your congregation, then you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something that to really piggyback off the back of that. Why I feel so close to that is because my wife told me a story when we first hooked up. Is that how she used to go to this church, and she's really good with taxes and stuff like that. So the church would always say, "Hey, do everybody's taxes and do it for the Lord," right? So my wife's a very nice person, and she did it for the Lord out of her own good, kind spirit, for real, right? When she fell on hard times and went to them when she was homeless,
Come on.
and went to them and asked them
Come on.
for some help,
Come on.
they snubbed their nose at her.
Sure did.
And that's the truth. This woman was homeless with 5 kids.
This is a business, my friend. This is a business, you
How
know.
they do?
With
Don't-
5 kids.
Don't
They
talk
did
to
my
me.
mama too. She donated 10,000.
God is not a hustle, baby. I'm telling you, it's
Now, we
not a
get
hustle.
anything back?
Don't talk to me.
No.
Don't talk to me. You got a woman with 5 children in your church, and you mean to tell me you can't reach in your pocket and make sure that's your mission?
Let me
That's
tell
where
you,
your
that's
mission
right.
starts.
That's
Huh?
right. My wife don't do no drugs. She ain't out there fast, nothing like that. This woman really fell on hard times, homeless. And what did they do? They snubbed their nose at him. And that was a turning point in her life about the church too. See, my turning point was a little different when I seen the pastor
You went to some Catholic
getting
church.
getting a blowjob
I
in the damn back alley when I pulled up on him and put those lights on. Yeah, that's a true story.
I remember you was telling me about that.
Oh yeah. And the first word out of his mouth is, "I'm a pastor."
Yeah, you.
A
That's
pastor.
right.
And this
You did
hooker
say.
down there just working away.
Ooh,
And the first thing out of his mouth is, "I'm a pastor."
I'm a pastor.
I said, "You know what you are? You're gonna be under arrest. That's what you're gonna be." And I made him call his damn wife and tell his wife. I said, "You got 2 choices. You can call your wife and you can explain it to her what you're doing out here in this nasty, crack-infested alley with this hooker,
See,
Out there.
or you can go with me."
Up the church's money.
see,
Y'all, they won't let me
He
say it.
opted
I
option
can't
A.
say it.
Right.
He out there bleeping up the church's money.
see, tricking off the line.
And that's the stuff
Now your
that,
child
and I
needs
know
to
some
be
people,
nasty
some
too.
Christians will say, "Well, a pastor's just a man, and you shouldn't let that sway your opinion of you going to church and all this other stuff." Listen, anybody that want to see my damn tax returns in order to go to church can kiss my ass.
See, there you go, right there.
I'm just gonna tell you straight as it is, because let me tell you something. I ain't gonna be. Look, God say give what 5-10%. What is it? 10%.
10% of time.
Okay, it could be 10% of my
That's
time. I
right,
could paint
that's
someone's
right.
house 10% of the way. I could damn walk the baby, the
Look,
dog, clean the cat.
Look, charity begins at home. That's what I'm gonna say. So you need a jet to fly your punk ass halfway across the world, all right? And you got folks right here in your community.
That's starving. You got homeless on the street.
Yes, sir.
It hurts my heart every time I go downtown. And I know sometimes they may be, you know,
And how about this?
crackheads and stuff like that. But still, you got churches and mega churches here.
How about this?
It's
They don't
just
want to
too
help
much.
me. Look, and if you don't go to my church, I can't help you.
Well, the last time I checked, church really don't start behind walls.
Come on now. So you know what I'm saying? Look, I want to help you. I want to get you an apartment. But what are you?
What church are you
what
a
church
member
are
of?
you
It
a
don't
member
matter.
of?
I'm your
Does
brother.
it make a difference?
I'm
I'm
your
a
sister.
Christian. I'm a Christian.
Absolutely. And you know what? That
Huh?
is right, because they are what church you're a member of. God.
Thank you.
And that all should
I
matter.
pray.
And that's all that should matter.
That all that should matter.
Let me tell you something.
Just
I was in the
fight
United
us.
States Armed Forces. I tell you right now, it don't matter what branch you're in. And we joke about each other's branch, but I tell you right now, Air Force, Navy, don't matter. Come to me, and it's a problem. I'm Army. Guess what? It's gonna be a problem for somebody else. Why? Because he's a member of the Armed Forces. That's all I need to know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't care what uniform he got on. It's going down.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's good enough for me.
It's sad. I'm gonna tell you.
I
now,
can't help
folks.
you because you ain't Army. I
I
can't
hope
help
I never fall on hard times like that and have to depend on anybody's church. That's all I'm saying.
Take your chance.
I take my chances
That's
on my own
I know that's the truth.
because it's sad to say. And you know what? I'm gonna say one more other thing. Get right with God, pastors.
Pastors.
That's what I'm telling
I just
y'all.
want to say
It's
thank you
powerful.
to my Lord and Savior. He's the head of my life. The church ain't never done me wrong. Now y'all leave those good, wholesome white people alone. They the reason we found Christ.
Who said that?
I don't know.
No, it was somebody said that white people was the reason that black people found Christ. Probably because all the hell.
Really? Wow.
Oh, we are Christ. Honey.
That's just like that one guy saying that we should be grateful for slavery.
That's the guy that I'm talking about.
Yeah. He's clearly an idiot.
Uncle Ruckus.
So, folks, we gotta thank our sponsors. Our time
That
is
sound
up
like
here.
that sound like Herman Cain or somebody.
It does.
Maybe it was what's the idiot, the surgeon, Ben Carson.
Yeah.
Do you have a question of the day?
No, honey.
We don't have a question today for you yet, people, but
We did
three hot topics here.
I got a question of the day.
What's the question of the day, honey?
Should they legalize where you can't wear dreads at work? It's your own hair.
Do what now?
That's a
What?
good question
What was that now?
They saying that they trying to ban dreads in the workplace.
A dress in the workplace?
Dreads.
Oh, dreads in the
Yeah.
workplace.
Yeah, a lady went for a job and they denied her the job, so she had to cut her dreadlocks off. And so now, she took them to court, and the judge said that it's not a racial discrimination.
You know, one of the
Why?
courts ruled that
Are you
your
ready?
hairstyle is not discriminatory.
Well, I
Sound like racial discrimination to me.
well, no, because white people wear dreads also, and I would say it would depend on the job that
They
you're doing. If you're
know.
doing something where your hair can get tangled or something, but still, you can put your hair up in the neck.
Exactly.
You can wear a helmet.
Dreads
There's
and
100
you growing
different
from
things
your
that you
head,
can.
They're just like wearing
do.
extensions and weave
I was just gonna
braids.
say.
Well, and I was
in
going
your
to
hair.
say, what's the difference between if someone
Sure,
really has
I know.
naturally long hair?
Because they know that mostly black people
Dreads
wear
is an
dreadlocks.
ethnic-
Right,
It is
I
a
understand
racial
that.
discrimination.
I understand that, but I don't see how they could side on that with
It's
because
racist.
because if you have long hair, well, you can't wear long hair to work now.
Exactly. And like I said, it's basically racist from my point of view. Because some white people do have dreads, but that's like 5 of them to 1,000 of us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
those
I don't
white
think that they
people,
should be able to
those white people
determine.
that's wearing dreads, they probably hippies. They don't want to work at their
Right.
jobs.
And I don't think that you should determine whether someone is qualified or not off of their hair.
If that was the case, I would be so unemployed.
Amen. Because her hair is nappy.
I don't ever come.
Bald headed scallywag.
Shut up.
Your favorite line.
That's my favorite line. Folks, we done made it
Teach them
to
that.
another episode of the Officer Keep It Real show, folks. We got to thank our sponsors. We got to get on out of here. Nippy, take it away.
Well, thank you to our sponsors, Hair 911, a nationwide hair distributing company, CitySecurity.biz, a security company specializing in armed and unarmed security services. Cheetah Bus that's coming soon. And if you want to advertise with us, hit us up at advertise@officerkeepitreal.com. That's advertise@officerkeepitreal.com.
Well, folks, we done made it to another episode of the Officer Keep It Real show. I'm your boy, Daryl Triplett, coming to you live from the Officer Keep It Real show. We want to say that we appreciate you 100% for listening in. Stay tuned in every Friday at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5. Stay tuned at the Officer Keep It Real show. We appreciate you. Treat everybody with kindness and respect. We love you from the Officer Keep It Real show. Peace. Take care of yourselves.
Piece of the sword. Piece of the sword.
America, this is your boy, comedian Daryl Triplett, as Officer Keep It Real. And you want to know what pisses me off? Is when people don't keep it real.
I know that.